Hi, Stephen. How you doing? All right. So I'm looking at your writing. Thank you so much for including this writing. It's really, really descriptive, and it gives very much to a high degree. It gives a nice insight into your conceptual development. So I was really, really pleased to see this writing, this type of detail associated with the assignment so far. So thank you very much. Keep up the great work on that portion of the assignment. Let's go ahead and jump over to um, your logo finals. This is fantastic. I think it's really, really solid. I mean, it speaks for itself. It's got a lot of strength. It's got a lot of memorability, and I think it's very, very successful in terms of encoding meaning to the client. While I'm on that topic, I just want to go ahead and say that you're doing an amazing job assigning meaning based on your words and your abstract and pictorial representation of the subjective and objective traits and qualities associated with your client. So really, really great job, not only in your writing, but in your depictions as well. Very nice work. Um, okay, this one also is to an extremely, extremely high degree. This has got a good portion of this has to do with concept, and that's fantastic. My only comment here now, the way that you're assigning meaning is it's incredible. It really is. And again, through your writing, we're able to get a glimpse of this meaning that you're creating. My only recommendation here is that this is a little bit, when you talk about uh, Adriadne's clue, that's great. I mean, it's really a fantastic job. But my only caveat is that you're presuming that the viewer of this logo has this kind of this knowledge of the the myth. Arad. I always have trouble with it. Arachne's, it's actually Ariadne's clue, right? And how it relates to Theseus, and the whole myth there is you're precluding anyone who doesn't have knowledge of that myth to just looking at this mark as a ball of, I know it's string or some sort of ball of twine, but it looks like yarn. It does. And I think, honestly, the immediate connection I'm seeing here is as I'm just seeing some kind of a cat playing with yarn. So I'm not sure. I mean, the concept development here is outstanding. I'm just not sure if this is the right way to go. Regarding execution, one of the things I would recommend is this is a logo, right? So gradients are okay, but drop shadows are not. As we know, even created in Illustrator, drop shadows are a raster effect. They're not a vector effect. Once you start adding pixels, we start to diminish our ability to maintain resolution independent. In other words, we could get some funky results while resizing this based on that shadow. Okay, so I highly recommend we don't include shadows or other raster effects in our vector logo. Okay, so move forward, keep moving forward, and at this point, think about how you might complete these logos with the actual word. Or, okay, so for example, you've got the Minotaur, you've got the mark right there, and you could assemble the text right here, or even, you have the mark here, you assemble your subtext or your text here in the banner format type thing. So really think about how you'll assign text to this, the company's name. All right, really, really fantastic job. I don't have any other recommendations. I mean, I think you've done a fantastic job. I think you can go ahead and submit these for your final submission. If you want to redo this based on my comments, I think it would be, I hate to sound discouraging because this is just such a solid idea. Let's do this. Let's just make this more recognizable as a ball of twine and less looking like a ball of yarn. And I know that makes a big difference in the meaning associated here. So that leaves it up to you. One thing I would say is to increase the contrast of these kind of associated lines that are going through the circle itself, indicating that kind of depth, dimension, and that kind of texture that would indicate a twine, a string of twine, as opposed to just being a solid ball. I hope that makes sense. All right, fantastic job. If you have any questions at all, or you need further clarification, please let me know. Good job. Thank you.